ball of the game. Danny Morrison, the bowler. And that hurried through the defences of Syed Anwar. Yes, there looked to be a little green tinge out there this morning. With his big innings of Wellington that he's been on an unchanged side from that which played in Dunedin. There was some suggestion Matthew Hart may play, but they've decided to stick with the 11 that played in Dunedin. And in fact, the same applies for the Pakistani side. They were the winning team in Dunedin, so I suppose you could expect them to play the same team. Well, it took a wee bit of the way off it, but it's still going to be 4 runs. That was hit very, very hard. Mark Greatbatch appeared to get something on that, but it's still gone for 4.
Amazing shot. Very little foot movement. And notice the way he just extended his hands. It's a wonderful thing about these Pakistani players.
A shot down through mid-on. Another long chase for the New Zealand field. It's a fairly short boundary out there, and they have to give it away. That's another boundary for Syed Anwar. An on drive.
Yes, this ball just rolled away. I mean, he didn't really, just timed it, just stroked it. It just ran away down to the long on boundary. It's a little bit downhill there, and their line is different.
A short innings for 9, and Pakistan lose their first wicket at 10.
It's the breakthrough they wanted. He looked in great form. Important breakthrough for New Zealand. Really, it's the type of ball he's been hitting the boundary all season. Maybe just a little bit full. And Tony Blaine moving well. Took it in front of first slip. He'll be delighted with that as well. Big edge.
That's a big breakthrough for New Zealand. The informed Syed Anwar is out for 9, and Pakistan lose their first wicket at 10. Well, John, it's Inzamam Al-Haq who's come out to bat. Now, I guess this brings back bad memories, because this is a guy, really, that pushed New Zealand out of the World Cup.
Yes, he was over. So just striking at 2.6.
Well, hooking, and that is a good shot indeed, as it hits the boundary over there. Dropping short, hooked away, 4 runs, 27 for 1.
Oh, it's a field for Aberdeen, he's gone. So Pringle gets the reward that he deserves, because he's bowled so well to Inzamam Al-Haq. And the second wicket's down. Delight for the crowd, and Inzamam leaving rather dejectedly. The second wicket has fallen.
Let's have a look at this one again. Inzamam hung around a wee bit. Well, was it going a bit leg-sided? Doug Cowie obviously thought it was dead in front, because he sent Inzamam packing. This game, really, they're going to trust to win the last 3 in the series against this Pakistan lineup. They must win this one here at Eden Park, and they're giving it everything.
Oh, it's in the edge, but he's going to get his first runs, and it's a boundary for Salim Malik. Jones can't get near it. Young dived, but he was nowhere near it. But a legitimate edge for Salim Malik opens his scoring and takes it to 38 for 2.
And Ken Rutherford standing there at mid-on with his hands on his hips, just wondering whether maybe I could have had 2 slips in there to the new batsman.
Oh, it's an edge. He's gone. Larson's got a wicket. Salim Malik is going. A magnificent ball from Gavin Larson. And he gets Salim Malik with an edge caught by Blaine, and the 3rd wicket's down. What a blow for Gavin Larson.
Richard Hadley would be proud of this leg cutter. Absolutely magnificent delivery in terms of its length. And it's deep nothing on it, and that's all he's done. Just a little bit of the outside edge. Rutherford's delighted. Larson
Swung away, good shot. And that's gone to the fence for 4 runs. Larson drops short, and Sahel hits him for 4.
Yes, that was one of the rare loose deliveries of the morning's play, and promptly
Swung away by Basit Ali. He didn't get everything on that, but it's enough to get it out to the fence for 4 runs.
Yes, not quite behind that short and lifting delivery, but nonetheless managed to get it away.
Beautifully worked away as this time it's gone through. Now this could go all the way. The outfield is quite quick, and yes it is, another boundary for Basit Ali.
Yes, very quick outfield here at Eden Park. It was just a push of a short delivery by Basit Ali on the onside. He only tucked it away, just eluding the stretching left hand.
Well, it's played down the ground, and Amir Sahel continuing to profit at Eden Park. And the score ticks on by 4.
Ball's pitched up. They're going to hit through the line of the ball, and they've done that very well indeed. Given any width too, if the ball's short and wide, they're just going to throw the bat at it. They've been very entertaining on this whole.
Oh, that's a funny one. Where's it gone? It's gone straight up in the air. Amir Sahel wants to have a crack at it.
Decision time, and everyone's getting in the act.
He's going to tee off, is he?
I think they're going to substantially reinforcing the onside field.
He can hit this anywhere. What's he going to do?
I would like to be where Paddy Greatbatch is.
He's not going to do anything. Goodness me, well, that's hilarious. The ball went up in the air from Danny Morrison. Amir Sahel has threatened to tee off all around Eden Park, but in the end, it's all in jest. So a lot of fun.
Well, that's show business.
Let's have another look at it. It slipped out of the hand. He is entitled to hit this, I think, John, isn't he?
Yeah, it was extremely well fighted.
Certainly. Much on Javid Meehan there, John.
Yes, well, not a bad model.
No, rather a useful player, to say the least. Gavin Larson back in business. And down the wicket, he's nicked it, he's gone! Well, he charged, and he attempted to hit Gavin Larson down the ground, and he succeeded in getting a nick, and it goes through to Tony Blaine. So Pakistan in further trouble. Basit Ali gone.
Well, that was an absolutely amazing shot. Or attempted shot. Hit the bottom of the bat, I think, but goodness gracious. It was real devil stuff, wasn't it, Mystery?
Just hope it settles down.
Yes.
Oh, good ball, struck on the toe, that's out. Well, Dave Preston says you're out. Asif Mustafa is not happy, but the finger is up, so he's on his way. So Pakistan in disarray here at Eden Park. Mustafa struck on the toe.
That's a pretty good delivery. I mean, that Yorker really, like to see it again, really. Hit him in line, swung a little.
So Mustafa gone. Pakistan 61 for 5.
And it's Rashid Latif making his way to the wicket. Played brilliantly in Dunedin.
And he's here because of this.
Well, I think he beat him for pace.
Yes, it swung in a little. And
It's in the air and he's caught. Greatbatch has it. And Harris is delighted because Rashid Latif in Dunedin was an absolute thorn in the side of New Zealand, and now he's gone for 3. That's a big breakthrough for New Zealand.
Yes, the problem I think he had is he was looking for the ball to do something for a start, and then he didn't know whether to attack or defend, and there was no confusion in his mind in Dunedin, but he just chips it up there to Greatbatch. So 65 for 6, Pakistan. Last wicket there, Latif was reasonably well up to him, but he just chipped it up in an uncontrolled way, and Greatbatch in it.
That's a lovely shot. Magnificent shot from Amir Sahel, and that's racing away to the boundary. That's the best shot he's played.
Just over half the overs gone, 26 out of the 50. They really have to decide whether they're going to throw caution to the wind to try and get it up to twice as many as they've got now, at the risk of being bowled out for perhaps only 120, which wouldn't give them any chance.
So Wasim Akram batting in this 93-94 season, not too convincing, but I suppose the fact that he comes in fairly low in the order means that it's either the end of the innings.
Big swing by Wasim Akram, and that is 4 runs. That's well struck, and a boundary.
Well, Dave Quest had as the umpire at square leg, and he had to take evasive action. Just a measure of how well that was hit. You see him ducking down there, and that's well struck from Akram. And while he's out there, there is a danger that Pakistan just could go on and get away again.
Pretty happy with 159 after being 65 for 6 at one stage. Oh, there's an edge, and it's sailing away down to the fence for 4. No slip in, and Amar Sahel takes a boundary.
Well, another wide delivery from Chris Pringle. Previous one was a wide, and this one's cost him even more. Sahel has really gone after that, and it's just gone wide of Tony Blaine. Of course, at this stage of the innings, there's no point in having a slip in. So there isn't one there. There's the big gap. If you don't get it to the keep, you get it wide, you get the full result.
Very good little partnership, this one. Nice looking shot. Another chase for the New Zealand field. And the batsmen have time for 2 runs. Starting to pick up the run rate too.
Well, this is a better shot from Sahai. He's in much more control of this one, but he's also realised that Pringle's going to bowl a lot of slower balls, and there's another one. That's his 3rd or 4th already this over, and the danger is if you bowl too many, they get used to them.
Oh, look at them. A bludgeon from Wasim Akram. Straight down the ground for 4. That's a magnificent shot.
I'm not so sure there's going to be too much change in the conditions as the day goes on. So I think we'll find the Pakistani players will be, bowlers will be quite devastating. Wasim Akram, of course, he is a match winner with the bat and the ball. And I don't think New Zealand...
Well, down the wicket he goes. It's in the air. Is he going to be out? Great batch underneath it. He's taken it. So, Wasim Akram going for the big hit. He skies it. It goes very high. Mark Greatbatch hovering underneath it. And he manages to hang on.
Well, Ken Rutherford can do no wrong. Caught on the spinner. Just to change the pace of the bowling. Trying to hit it out of the park. Didn't get hold of it at all, and this is a good catch. That ball's high in the air for a long time. And Paddy's pretty pleased to hold on to that one.
Yes,
Once again, Shane Thompson strikes. The ball hit in the air by Amar Sahel. He's denied his 50. And Ken Rutherford, who made the catch, is delighted. The crowd are in raptures. And Amar Sahel's long innings ends.
Yes, well, Sahel here, look, he's trying to get the ball into the offside over extra cover because he knows the onside. They could just suggest it.
Oh, there's a miscut here. There's a real mix-up. And it's going to be a 3rd umpire job. This time, Tony Blaine looks to the umpire. And all he sees is the umpire making the box-like signal. And there was all sorts of pandemonium there, and we'll wait for it.
I thought that the throw went to the wrong end here. And just seeing it live from this end, it looked as though the player was in. I could be wrong, but certainly if it had gone to the other end, oh, it's going to be tight. Taking the ball now, and the stump's broken there. Yes, it looks as though they need to take it back perhaps 1 frame, but it does look as though he was out. Now they'll stop it there. Yes, he's out, short of his ground.
Well, he really had a choice of either end. It should come up red, this one. So the 9th wicket's been taken, and it's 139 for 9 now. Look at the crowd. And it's Wasim Akram, or Akram Raza, I should say, who's leaving. 139 for 9, and it was really the result of a mix-up. The 2 of them set off for a run. There was hesitation, uncertainty in the middle of it. They continued on, and the result is 139 for 9.
Pakistan haven't paced themselves too well here, Smithy. They've got 8 overs to go.
Well, it actually started off in a bit of a nightmare fashion.
He's gone for the big hit. Gavin Larson waiting for it. Now it's over the top at 6.
Well, there's a very quick answer to the question, wasn't it? because that ball is floated up there by Thompson, and Waka Yunus says, I'm going to cash in while I can, and he's gone for the big shot, and he struck it well.
Well played defensively. That's the end of the innings. Pakistan are dismissed for 146.
Well, maybe he was still thinking about the shot before, because he hardly played a shot at all in anger at this one. And this is just a dead straight delivery, and he's missed it. See from Thompson's floated this one up again. It's just drifted a little bit in the air, and he's just played the wrong line. So Yunus is gone. That's the end of the innings, and New Zealand have wrapped it up very quickly, and they'll be happy with that.
Waka Yunus, the last man out, and an excellent performance by the New Zealand bowlers.
At regular intervals, wicket kept on falling. And, but for Amir Sohail and Wasim Akram's 7th-wicket partnership.
The opening run of the New Zealand innings in their effort to get 147 and victory in the second match. Mark Greatpatch has taken a single.
Yes, a lot will, of course, depend on how well Mark Greatpatch bats in this match.
Had they won the toss?
Well, I suppose if they had won the toss, they would have done the same, exactly the same as did Ken Rutherford.
Well, it's the field for LBW. He's gone. So Akram strikes in the first over. It kept a little bit low, rushed into the pads of Brian Young. He'd shuffled across. He was found in front, and New Zealand has lost a wicket in the very first over of the innings.
Yes, a very good breakthrough for Pakistan. That ball pitched and coming into the batsman, forcing Brian Young on the back foot and hitting him right in front of the stumps.
Well, you certainly couldn't argue with that. LBW, Young gone for a duck, and it's 3 for 1. And down he goes, Greatpatch. It's in the air. Can somebody get to it? Salim Malik, is it? No, it's Rahman who drops it. Rahman dropped it. Unbelievable. Either mid-on or mid-off could have caught it. It was really mid-off's catch. And Arthur Rahman may have hurt a finger, but he put down a straightforward catch. They don't hurt so much if you catch them.
That was a great escape there for Mark Greatpatch, who had no clue against Waka Yunus. Hit it in the air, the ball ballooning behind the bowler, and Atar Rahman running into that ball in the air, not getting underneath it.
Yes, especially. And it's in the air, and it's caught on the half volley, or did he catch it? Now Jones thinks he's caught it. Akram is sure he's caught it, and Jones is going. So that was a marvellous catch by Sohail at square leg. He dived. I initially thought it might have been a bump ball. As he was catching it, I thought the ball might have just got to the ground, but Jones really had no doubt about it. He saw it clearly, and he was on his way.
A great catch there by Amir Sohail, played uppishly in the square leg region, and Amir Sohail not keeping the eyes away from it, diving to his left and taking a magnificent catch there, left-handed. Amir Sohail being left-hander.
Well, that's a wonderful catch from Sohail to get rid of Andrew Jones. A key man is gone for New Zealand, 8 for 2. Well, Greatpatch has gone for him again. Down the pitch, swinging it behind square. That'll go to the boundary. So there's a change from Mark Greatpatch, John Wright.
Yes, well, it's a hard shot to describe.
Do your best.
How he advances down the wicket and didn't go exactly where he wanted, but it went to the boundary very quickly. A nice thick edge on it.
The charging straight bat sweep. And he's gone again. This time it's a better shot. He's hitting it over the extra cover area. It won't carry all the way to the boundary, with Salim Malik out there being able to pull it in. But Greatpatch has signalled already in this over that he's going to take the attack back to them. I was just going to say, John, that he came out swinging with all guns blazing, as it were. And there's another indication of that. And then he saw 2 wickets fall. He changed his approach, which I thought was sensible.
Yes, on down the wicket.
And we see a big shot, but he's brilliantly caught. Akram Raza just grabbed it at backward point, and he was flying as high as he could, and you can understand why Mark Greatpatch is going with incredulity. He just can't believe that that catch was made that was high over Akram Raza's head, and somehow the little man got up and dragged it down.
Catches win matches. You've seen two of the great catches of limited over cricket this afternoon, Andrew Jones and this catch of Mark Greatmatch. Both brilliant efforts.
So a sensational catch has ended Mark Greatmatch's innings for 23. It's 45 for 3, and they're taking the chance of drinks to come onto the field.
Another superb catch. This one to dismiss Mark Greatmatch. A powerful square cut. And Akram Raza pulled that in.
Oh, Thompson's hold out to the man at square leg. Salim Malik takes an easy catch. And away goes Shane Thompson. And New Zealand set back with the loss of their 4th wicket.
Well, this is a real bonus for Pakistan and something New Zealand did not need. It wasn't a great delivery. It was quite short and going down leg side, but Thompson just not getting hold of it at all and picking out the man at square leg, who's Salim Malik. He says, thank you very much. He knows it's a bonus. Look on the face. 62 for 4 now, New Zealand. Well, we can see that Shane Thompson's picked out the only man there, and he's had it straight to him. Could have hit it anywhere else around him and picked up a boundary or a couple, but really, he'll be sick when he sees this. Just picked them straight out. Look at the gaps all around him.
Well, it really was a soft dismissal. It wasn't a good ball. And Shane Thompson holds out to Salim Malik. So now it's Chris Cairns. New Zealand need a good hand from him.
Every wicket that Pakistan can pick up without having to use Akram and Yunus to do it is a real bonus for them. Still got those 8 overs.
One ball's been bowled by Mr. Howe, so the Pakistan team have decided that this is a time when they can get back into the game. They've got 4 of the New Zealand wickets. New Zealand need 147, and they're really using their slow... Oh, he's bowled him! So Mr. Hale has the success that he was looking for. The nervousness, the tentativeness of the New Zealand batting at the middle stages of the innings has ended in Chris Cairns being bowled by Sahale, and that's a huge blow for Pakistan.
Coming round the wicket, and Cairns has just helped that on. That's unlucky, really. He's just got a bottom edge, and he's just helped that onto the stumps. He was looking just to work it just down behind square. A little bit unlucky, and he's out for 3.
So it's 71 for 5. They really have brought the Pakistan side right around at a time when Wasim Akram and Waqar Yunus, their main bowlers, are out of the attack. And I have to say that Atif Rahman also is 1 for 18 from 8 overs. So they've done a wonderful job. And New Zealand now 71 for 5. They're looking for 147. And
There's another one at least. They should get 2 here if they look for it. And there's a big cheer from the crowd. Somewhat ironic because they have picked up 2, and this crowd at last have got something to cheer about.
Yes, well, we're seeing 2 spinners being able to bowl here. Raza has bowled 7.3 overs.
Stabbing it down. It's really well. Oh, there's going to be a run out here. This is hopeless. This really was total misunderstanding, and Ken Rutherford is gone, and a mile out indeed. Harris called him through. He didn't want to come. In the end he did, but he was nowhere near.
Well, this is the pressure that comes to bear, and he hit it, and it bounced just so well for the fieldsman behind point there. Just bounced up into his hand. I think that Rutherford may have been accused of ball watching, but Harris had decided to call him through quickly, and so New Zealand now starting to reel, and in real trouble at 86 for 6.
Out in the middle now, having a quick chat to Chris Harris before he takes guard. Of course, Tony Blaine is not on strike because Ken Rutherford was run out at the non-strikers end. Welcome back to Eden Park, where Chris Harris has picked up a single, just turning it behind square. He was on strike because of that run out, but let's go back to the disaster.
Well, it's cut just by point. So let's watch Rutherford. You don't quite see him there. See how it bounced up beautifully into the hands of the fielder. and there's just no communication between the two. Harris had committed himself.
Sweeping. Oh, he's dropped, is he? He is. Goodness me, that's a golden opportunity gone begging for Salim Malik, the skipper.
Well, he's decided to hit across the line of the ball here, Tony Blaine, and he's tried to sweep it, and it blasted Malik away. He hit it pretty change.
Appeal for the Pakistanis. And I think New Zealand are in trouble here. Tony Blaine is wandering off.
Well, the replay is going to take place now. Tony Blaine's gone. He knows he's out of his ground, and we'll just see what happened here. I think he's very unlucky because the ball goes through. The keeper doesn't take it all that cleanly. It comes off his pads, and look at that. It is unlucky. There's no other way to describe it. Good fortune favouring Pakistan, but Tony Blaine's well out, and he knows it. So he's gone now. New Zealand 90 for 7.
That's a stick. Away he goes. Chris Harris is out. And New Zealand lose their 8th wicket. Waka Yunus strikes. And it's 104 for 8.
Well, just a faint edge we'll be able to pick up here on the audio. A slash and a faint edge through to the keeper. He had no doubt at all. The bowler knew. And the umpire wasn't required to make the decision because Harris turned and went. He's on the way back to the pavilion. So more trouble for New Zealand, 104 for 8. Danny Morrison, the man on strike. And really a tough job. You get out there as a quick bowler and you think you've done your job when you've helped get a side out for 146. Now you find yourself out there, you have to do it with the bat, and still a big, big job to do.
No run there for Morrison. Well, that 20 not out that we saw that was Danny Morrison's highest score.
Yes, but you could see that they've got a physical edge too. Yes, and they're very good at finding the edge. And the toe with the Yorker, swing in. And yeah, a little bit of lack of composure there from Morrison. The definition of being blasted from the wicket. Morrison not too sure about that, and he's gone because he went away from it to leg, came back. He was only sufficiently far back to get a thin edge, and the outside edge carried through to Rashid, and Akram has his 3rd wicket, the 9th New Zealand wicket's down. Akram delighted. Doug Cowie gives the signal, which Morrison knew anyway because he was walking. He's out for another duck, and it's 105 for 9. Wacker. He's going around the wicket now. And Pringle gets a run. Might be 2. Akram Raza around there. And 2 runs for Pringle. It's the end of the over, and it's 107 for 9.
Got to think that way. These guys are human. The odd snick here.
Oh, it's gone. It's all over. Larson's been bowled. Akram has the wicket. And so New Zealand are bowled out for 110. And Pakistan have won the 2nd match in the Bank of New Zealand series. They've had 2 matches. Pakistan have won both them. And they complete the 2nd victory by 36 runs. With Akram just a little nibble there, and it's played on the wicket, and Larson looks back sadly. The innings is over. Rahman has a stump and will be delighted, and New Zealand all out, a 36-run victory to Pakistan.
Well, these are the rather sorry-looking figures for New Zealand. Mark Greatbacks tried to hold the innings together at the top 23 runs. Young and Jones going for 8 runs. Ken Rutherford was run out to 37. The Senseless run out 2, and that probably changed the course of the match. Harris, the only other player into double figures. Extras also into double figures with 11. And the bowling, well, Wasim Akram, following on from his quick-fire 33 runs in the Pakistan innings, took 4.